Buongiorno.
Buongiorno from
Brindisi.
in Puglia, Apulia, specifically in Salento, which is the very edge of the hill of the Italian boot.
Yeah, and we're walking next to a barracks or a jail. On the other side, we have a big road.
We just landed from Venice. It was about 1 hour flight.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, in a lot of Italian cities, you can just walk from the airport right to the city, so that's what we're doing. We're the only ones doing that, though.
Yes. And today we'll explore Brindisi and then stay tuned to see more.
Yeah. This video will be a whole montage of all the things we get up to in Puglia. We don't have very strict plans, but let's see where it takes us.
Yeah.
It's hot.
So this is the end of the Via Appia, which starts in Rome and is one of the oldest streets. And there used to be 2 columns, now only one stands. So the Via Appia connected Rome with Brindisi, and here there was a crucial port for commerce and military operation with Greece and East in general.
Yeah, and we've been on the Via Appia a few times, especially when we were in Rome. We one time tried to run through it on like a 35-degree day. Don't recommend it. Don't do it.
Don't do it in August at noon.
Don't do it. Yeah, it's crazy how unassuming this 1.5 column is, but it was actually one of the most important places during the Roman Empire to help it expand. And now it's just 1.5 columns.
Yeah, and the fallen half column has been donated to the town of Lecce. Let's see if we will find it there.
Yeah, so day 1, Brindisi, we started out, we got out of the plane, and we ended up walking to the city, which most people don't do.
Yeah. We liked it though, it's a port city, and the last thing we saw was the Church of the Crusade.
Yeah, Brindisi is known in Italian, it's the word for cheers as well, which is fun.
Though it's the name doesn't come from that, it comes from it means the head of the deer, and it comes from an ancient tribe that was living in the area, which is called Messapi.
So then we decided we didn't want to stay there, even though it was really nice. We decided to move on to Lecce, which is a bit more of a, it has a bit more of a vibe, let's say.
Yeah, it took us a 20-30 minutes journey by train. Lecce is also called the Florence of the South, and I think it deserves the name. It's stunning, especially the buildings, the architecture.
We're in Lecce.
The Baroque there has the specific name of Barocco Leccese, and every building is made with, almost every building with this pietra leccese, which is this bright calce, how do you say?
Like a calc stone.
A calc stone.
Which is kind of warming though, it's not so like cold like in the north.
Oh, That's hot.
Yeah, it was nice. The first day we settled in. We got there quite late. We went and had a pizza at this wonderful little place and just walked around the city, and it just is, the old town is just really, everywhere you go, it just is stunning. And you walk by a doorway and there's people dancing, and there's just this like culture of South Italy that is ever present there.
Day 2, we made it to Gallipoli.
And we booked this place last minute, and it's pretty awesome actually.
Yeah, it was a long day.
Day 2, the next day, this ended up being a long day where we ended up doing a bicycle tour, but not just any bike, they were e-bikes.
The tour took us around the Valle della Cupa, which it's basically a lowland. The whole Salento is flat, and we saw stunning villages. We saw caves where the Pietro Leccese is taken from, and we also stopped at a masseria azienda where we did the olive tasting, and we saw many frutteti, many pomegranates fields.
Yeah, if you come to Lecce, this is definitely a tour group to try out, 003. There's very few tours, I feel like, around most countries that I've been to that the focus is with e-bikes, and it was really cool because you could just go to places that you normally wouldn't be able to access by car or even bicycle too. And this was a 60-kilometer tour all around Lecce area, and it would have taken many more hours if it was just with bicycle. So definitely recommend it. It's a really novel idea, and it was just we learned so much about the valley and went to places that we never would have seen. I'm sure very few tourists see on a daily basis. So
steadily breathe in while the olive oil is in your mouth. This is the correct way to taste olive oil.
And then we decided it was time to move again, and so now we are in Gallipoli.
Yeah, we decided really last minute too. It was literally like we were walking to the train station. We were like, let's go there because there's more accommodation options. And we ended up in this really cool place, which we'll give you a tiny visual tour of.
Yeah, we are in the very historical center of Gallipoli, like a little island which is connected only by a bridge to the mainland. And now we are waiting for our bikes to be delivered.
So we're on day 3 now.
Yeah, we're in Puglia. Let's go and see some beaches.
So the fabric isn't sustainable yet, but you can support us on Patreon to follow the journey behind the scenes and more. The link's in the description. Become part of the fabric. Recap of day 3.
Recap of day 3, which was yesterday.
2 days ago.
2 days ago, right. We woke up in Gallipoli. Actually, we wanted to spend a day on the beach, but it was very windy. And eventually we decided to go to one of the closest beach of Gallipoli, which is still really beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
We have more video right here.
We made it to the beach. We are in Santa Maria al Bagno, which is part of the city of Nordò.
And we got back on the bikes today despite a little hesitancy to do so. Fabio found a really good company to rent bikes from that we can use for the rest of our time here with delivery and everything. And we ended up coming up here via a recommendation, and there's a little tiny beach here with a lot of people, but
today it's very windy, so not specifically on this beach, but in Salento in general it's very windy sometimes. And so we decided not to go to the most famous beaches like Porto Cesarea and Punta Prosciutto, I guess.
Yes.
Not sure.
But we did find this cute beach. Again, there's a lot of people, but we found a little corner on the side where there's like a fig tree, and it's just very idyllic with beautiful water and sand and sun. We're really happy.
We're very happy about it, and we just had a coffee granita ice cream.
Totally by accident too, because I was like, due cafe lungo, and he was like, you mean the cafe crema? And I was like, thinking in Germany cafe crema is like a big coffee, but it was like a cafe ice cream, which was bellissima. So we rented bikes, and we recommend this place as well because they just deliver basically all over, you know, the heel of Italy, and they're very flexible and very inexpensive too, and nice like mountain bikes for going off-road a little bit.
Yeah, we got the bikes delivered, and they will pick them up in Lecce. And what about the nightlife of Gallipoli? It was a bit underwhelming.
Yeah, it was not so good.
Yeah,
It's apparently fallen apart in like the last few years. So.
yeah. There's still a gay beach that, we wanted to visit, but because of the wind, we decided not to. There's still a gay bar, but it wasn't open.
Yeah, I think it's probably off season maybe.
Yeah.
So we ended up just calling it a night relatively early so that we could wake up and seize the day, and we kind of needed to because during day 4 we had a really long biking trip that we weren't anticipating. It was meant to be like 40 something kilometers, which doesn't sound bad, but
it was again very, very windy.
Yeah.
So it took us half a day. We stopped in Ardò, which was really beautiful, and then a second stop was in a very random place called Santa Barbara.
Yeah, not Santa Barbara, California, but Santa Barbara, Italy, which is a very different place.
And here we are in San Cesareo di Lecce. We found a really nice place on booking.com, and the host welcomed us with a cake. So that was really nice after all that cycling.
Yeah, and then that evening we went to a festival. We planned this trip all around this random disco festival that Fabio had discovered in a Ryanair magazine, and we ended up getting tickets. So then we went to this festival, which is just 5 kilometers from here, so we could actually bike there and bike back at night. And it's a really beautiful setting, nice pool. The crowd is a little bit, let's say, older than what we're used to, but hey, we're getting older too, so.
Yeah, it has a vibe. I think this is the 1st year.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they change location and nation every year. And this time is focused on Italo disco music. So there's a 70s, 80s vibe, vintage vibe.
Yep.
And we're back at the airport of Brindisi. It was a very fast holiday.
Yes, it was really a nice jam-packed holiday though. We really had a good time. We would have liked to see a bit more beaches, but
yeah, that's my regret, coming to the south of Italy and don't have enough time to enjoy the sea.
yes.
Yeah, it's a bit a shame, a pity, but yeah, we still did a lot. And it's always like this when you plan a very short holiday. That's why we usually don't do it.
So the last few days we spent mostly at the festival, just going in later in the day, taking it easy for most of the day and then going. So it was really, really fun.
Yeah, it was a very special festival. It was very exclusive, non-mainstream.
Met some cool people, and now we're a bit tired today.
Yeah.
As you can tell from this video. So anyway, if you like this video, please, it's a big recommendation. You have to go to Puglia. It's a beautiful, beautiful place.
Yeah, let us know if you visited already, if you want to come.
And please subscribe.
Ciao.
Ciao, arrivederci.
This is fun. In the south of Italy, you can find everywhere this kind of poster, Fitasi, sometimes with 1T. What do you think it means?
For rent?
Yeah, it means affittasi,
Ah.
but it's in dialect, I would say. They write it like this. It means for rent.